Hello and welcome to another video blog from TechWorldWiki.com. Today we'll be working with the HP Van SDN controller and a new application called flotapr2. I'm your host, Matt Wookie. The challenge is how do we set up a remote span port in an openflow network when the source, destination, and analyzer can be anywhere. When we look at an openflow topology here, we see these blue boxes that are DPIDs, data path identifiers, and we see the traffic going from the source to the destination in the purple line. What we have to do is figure out the path from the source to the analyzer. Once we have this information, we build a list of the DPIDs that path crosses. We do the same thing for the destination traffic. And when we look at these two lists, we figure out where the common DPID is, and we call that the convergence DPID. On that DPID, we set two output ports, one port for the original traffic destination, and the other output port toward the analyzer. Once the traffic leaves the convergence DPID toward the analyzer, it is only forwarded in one direction. It's a copy of the traffic. We're going to look at a live demo of flotapr2. We're going to put the IP address in of the Van SDN controller. We do not need any special port numbers here. We're going to enter the credentials, the username, and the password. We're going to find the source IP address. Today we're going to use 10.0.0.5, and the analyzer we use 10.0.0.9. The last field is a table. If we're using openflow 1.3 capable devices, we will have to supply a table number as well. So we'll put that in this information box. Once we get that put in, we can go ahead and hit submit, and what flotapr2 will do is go out and make a list of all the available destination IP addresses. We can pick any of these, and flotapr2 will set the flows up accordingly. I'm going to just select 15 and hit submit here. Once I hit submit, flotapr2 will go out and create all the flows necessary to make this traffic go to the analyzer, as well as keep going between the source and destination. Here in the source DPID, we see we have a flow set. If we look at the convergence DPID, we see we truly do have two output ports set, and we have two of these convergence DPID flows, one for the source to destination and the other destination to source. So we actually hear both sides of the conversation on the sniffer or Wireshark or whatever you're using. We also have a type of DPIDs listed, whether it's convergence DPIDs, pass-through DPIDs, source, destination, or analyzers. And we also have the status of the communication between flotapr2 and the Van SDN controller. To go ahead and verify if this worked or not, we'll log into the Van SDN controller and go to the openflow monitor. Remember, it was 5, DPID number 5 was our convergence DPID. If we select that here and look at the flows, we'll see that we have two flows set from 5 to 15, 15 to 5 with output action set accordingly. It looks like output port 6 is the port toward the analyzer. If we look at another DPID along that path, say 6, and we look at the flows, we'll see 5 to 15 and 15 to 5 here with output ports of 1 and 3. You can test this yourself by simply going out, picking any DPID, hitting Shift N to turn on the IP addresses, and turn on the port numbers, and pick any 3 devices, source, destination, analyzer, and let flotapr set the flows up for you. flotapr2 is available in a Docker container at my dockerhub.com account at xod442/flotapr2_r1, as well as the HP Van SDN controller version 2.5 in xod442/van2_5. Get these containers, load them on a Docker server, and fire them up. Instructions are all on the Docker Hub account on how to do that. Go ahead and pull away.